When I scrolled across this post about Christine Brown Woolley and how she was mistreated during this entire situation, not just by Kody. If you want to get technical, there's a lot of instances over the years where a lot of the ex-wives took advantage of Christine. Shout out to the fans who take to social media and chit chat and discuss this crazy reality show. By the way, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Amanda Ray, and I love to discuss and sometimes debunk the various headlines you will see online and sometimes here offline about the show's sister wives. If you're new here, I do hope you stick around and subscribe. Huge shout out to the fan who broke it all the way down for all of us to indulge and enjoy. I'm going to tell you something. I have always thought it was very strange how there's more fans. I think they're fake accounts, but more fan accounts, I guess we'll say, that make headlines and will go to bat for Meri Brown because of the mistreatment Meri had. Meri Brown's mistreatment and that whole narrative and storyline has overshadowed the other wives and 18 kids. Do we not recall? There is so many people in this family that Kody and Robin has screwed over. There's more than just Meri, so let's discuss. Here is this fan's take on Christine. I've been watching this show for what feels like forever. It's typically my background noise show when I'm cooking, cleaning, or doom scrolling on my phone. Now, this is all my take on Christine. This is probably going to be long. Christine married Kody when she was 21. Having come from a polygamous family herself, this wasn't anything new. She knew she wanted to be the third wife. And Kody even called her polygamous royalty. We all know his ego. He married her for just that reason. So here is this 21-year-old woman who grew up in this lifestyle, in this church, and spent all her years being educated by them. Remember, she really believed the world was coming to an end. Now she's married into a house with two other women who don't care for each other. Well, I want to butt in and say that the world will come to an end one day. I ain't a polygamist nor a Mormon to tell you that. There are a gazillion people on this earth who also know that fact. The world will absolutely come to an end like the world came to a beginning. That's how a lot of us were brought up, and that's how a lot of us believe. How dare you sit here and say it's on her religion. That's how she was brought up. That's how a lot of us think. Anyway, she's mentioned coming into the family, she had to figure out how to be the middleman for Meri and Janelle. That couldn't have been easy. And I'm sure she did her very best to be that person for the family. She did all the parenting for Janelle for many, 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 many years. I can even remove Janelle bragging in the first couple of episodes about the perks of their lifestyle, that she can go to work and someone else could raise her kids, aka Christine. Now, Janelle said that, so form your opinion on that. Let's not forget, she had a job at the same time she was raising these kids. They're talking about Christine. She spent her days revolved around kids and everyone else's needs. She didn't have many friends to turn to, so she relied on her children. Hence the reason she overshares and tells them too much. Those kids were the people she spent the most time with. The older kids have made comments about having to be parental figures, and I can see why. She couldn't handle all that by herself all the time while everyone else went to work. So she relied on them probably more than she should have. Her behavior is a lot of stunted emotional maturity. She grew up pleasing everyone else. Yes, she can be a lot. But I don't think she was always this way. Wait a minute. But I don't think she was always this way like it comes off now. I think this is a person who was so shut out by the actual reality of what life really was. She's finding it all out now for the first time after doing what was drilled into her head was right. I believe when the kids started growing up and not needing her as much, she finally realized her marriage for what it really was. She wanted what Robin wanted, but she never realized it was actually possible before Robin. Because before Robin, it wasn't possible. Robin stepped in and demanded more, and she got it. She never blended in with the family. When did she have a job that generated an income to help everyone? Was she pregnant working nights? No. She had a nanny while she was home full time. What's not to be jealous of? Here, Christine is working 8 months pregnant and raising kids and putting her husband before herself. How does that not create a type of hostility between people? She's the wife I really feel worst for. She's truly came into this understanding she wouldn't get a full-time husband. Turns out she couldn't, but others can. Mary is an entirely different story, but she chose to ride that out as long as she did. As you see, many fans took to the comments. I'm not surprised she bloomed after leaving Kody for all the reasons you said. Also, older girls were having weddings where they were celebrated and allowed to feel special. That must have tripped a switch on her. I don't think she'd ever considered having the kind of input Aspen, McKelty, and Maddie had in their marriages. I think she thought it was exclusive to Robin, but no one in her culture was giving the bride any choices. So when she says, I didn't know that a marriage could be that soulmate, she really didn't know. Insightful, especially the flip the switch part. Especially notable because every time they had a wedding, she'd flash back to how hers was somber and serious without a lot of fanfare. Yes, this. When she was watching it happen in front of her with Robin, I think there was a yearning in her that was awakened. I mean, we all, men and women alike, want to feel love, real love. I think she was almost perplexed with how Robin was treated. But once the daughters were finding these men, and Leon found a person to lift them on a pedestal too, who held them on their personal relationships to a higher level, I think that flipped the switch, and she realized just how different her position in her marriage with Kody was. Ooh, these are such good points. Thank y'all so much, by the way. All these happy and in love people surrounding her, and she's being told she's misbehaving, and therefore the master will hold his affection. It was just too much. Spot on. I would have so much resentment for not getting help in those early years. Kody is a do-nothing lazy ass, but why couldn't Janelle took her kids into bed when she had to work? I feel like Janelle and Kody really took all she did for the family for granted. Now she's gone, and the big family is no more. Another fan writes, that's the stay-at-home mom curse, isn't it? No one really celebrates it or even acknowledges it. It makes no money and isn't sexy, so not worth anything in a world that worships money and sex. I've said many times Janelle is problematic and a mean girl. Ooh, not Janelle. He called her polygamy royalty because she was. Her grandfather, Rulon Allred, was president of the priesthood when she was born, and he was murdered when she was 5 on orders of... Okay, we all know that. We all know why she is royalty. Explained her perfectly. Mary was raised the same way and felt stuck. Although I love Christine, she needs to get over her hatred for Mary. Mary just wanted to what? Well, first off, Christine don't like Mary because Mary abused Christine's kids. So, I mean, that's why Christine don't like Mary. Okay, so let's get that all the way correct. By the way, put yourself in Christine's shoes. If your kids, multiple, not just one, multiple kids come to you, said they were afraid of Mary, said they were abused by Mary, would your ass go run to Mary and be her friend? Hell no. You'd be by your child. You'd become Mama Bear. I know Mary would be. I'm just going to be quiet because I don't want to get demonetized. I'm a Southern mama. You ain't gonna mess with me or my kid. You really ain't gonna mess with my kid. Let's just put it that way. My kid damn sure ain't fixing to be out here crying and saying somebody abused it without me sitting there saying something and doing something. Okay, anyway, that's what I'm saying there. There's a reason why Mary is not liked by every damn member of this family. There's a reason why Mary's all alone. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Why do people keep making excuses for Mary? I'll never understand it. Another fan said, if Kody had ever listened to Christine's easy fix concern, she would have just kept giving everything she had to the family. A lot of people villainize her and Janelle for parentifying the oldest kids. It happens in typical families, not just polygamous. Thank you for saying this. Most oldest siblings have stories of becoming caretakers with adult responsibilities at early ages. My mother did, and Lord knows her mom and daddy, my mama and papa, wasn't polygamous. Back in the day, they had 4 kids. Okay, back in the day, my mama took over the role as the parent. She cooked supper. She literally got her younger siblings in bed. She took them to school. She took them back from school. I mean, she wasn't a polygamist. Clearly, a lot of people do that and grow up in that. Christine had accepted life as what she was exposed to. She would have been good third wife to Joe Darger. It happened in my family. My parents got divorced and my brother and I are 9 years apart. I took on that mother role for a long time. Got him off the bus, snack time, helped with homework. Before mom got home from school, my mother still relies on me for things my dad used to do, so I could totally see how it happened in her family. All of these are good points. Thank y'all so much, by the way, if you're one of these people who posted or commented that I've read. Thank you, my people. Don't forget to like and share this video and leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section of this video. Do you think Christine got the shaft? Do you think she was the real ex-wife who got the shaft? Why do so many people come to bat for Mary online? Just online. Because if you look at Mary's social media, ain't none of these people, and that's very telling, okay? None of these people are still in contact with Mary. That says a lot. Her kid don't even want to be associated with her. But anyway, that's a whole other topic. Y'all let me know what you think below. And don't forget to keep it real. Keep it honest, okay? I'm just saying. I love you for watching. I'll see you in my next video or in the comments below.